Hello everyone, I'm Michaela Kathleen and I'm here today with a book haul. Shocking, I know. I've got 6 books here today, so jumping right in, the first one was just a little on sale $5 one from Books A Million, and that is Goodbye Days by Jeff Zintner. And this is a book about a teen boy who is a writer who feels responsible for the deaths of his 3 best friends. I believe the back isn't super specific, but I believe because he was texting them while they were driving. So this sounds really emotional and interesting. I like that it is about a teen writer. I always find them to be interesting characters. So yeah, I picked this one up partly because it was on sale and partly because it seems like it'll be an emotional read. Next, this one has been seen before, but I thought I would include it. But this is the book that I got with my Feminist Book Club box, and that is As Long as Grass Grows by Dina Gilio Whitaker. And it is about Indigenous people's fight for environmental justice. So a nonfiction to add to my shelf. I don't have a whole lot of nonfiction. Next, I cashed in some more of my points on Disney Movie Insiders on Royally Fierce, which is not so much a book as pretty illustrations of the Disney princesses alongside kind of little inspirational catchphrases, if you will. But it does have some pretty artwork in it, so a worthy use of my points, I think. And then finally, I went to the bookstore recently with very specific intentions to buy 3 specific books, which I don't often go to the bookstore with specific books in mind. I actually often go with the goal of not buying anything just because my TBR is so overfull, but these were books that I needed. And the first one is The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. This is the 3rd book in the Chaos Walking trilogy, and the movie just came out and I'm wanting to watch it. And I have already read the first book, so I could watch it because the movie's only following the first book, but I would like to read all 3 before watching the movie. So the first book will be a reread, and then the second and the 3rd will be my first time reading them. But this is a book with a really unique concept. I loved the first book so much because I went into it not knowing what it was about, and I feel like trying to explain it, you get into spoiler zone really quick because there's just so much mysterious stuff going on. And yeah, I really enjoyed every twist and turn, and I have high hopes for this series. And then I picked up another 3rd book, and that is Mirror's Edge by Scott Westerfeld, which this is a continuation of the Uglies series. There's kind of a spin-off series happening right now. It started with Imposters, and then the 2nd book was Shatter City, and now we have Mirror's Edge, which I've already read the first 2 books, but I'm gonna reread them whenever I get around to reading this, which won't be for a while, but I'm excited for when the time does come. But yeah, I just always love anything in the Uglies universe. These aren't as good as the original series. They're a little messier, but still a lot of action and a lot of fun. And then the final book that I picked up was Dreadnation by Justina Ireland, which this I put on my list of books by Black authors that I would like to read this year, or purchase at least. I will link that video. But I've been wanting this for a really long time because the concept sounds so interesting. It takes place during the Civil War, and it starts out on the battlefields of Gettysburg, and the dead begin to rise. So that by itself is a super exciting concept. But then the book follows a young Black girl who is being trained to fight the dead, as most other Black people are, because America sees them as expendable. So a very action-packed sounding book with an exciting concept, but also important social commentary. So yeah, these are 6 more books that I have hauled recently. Let me know down below if you've hauled any exciting books recently. And on to the quote for today's video. And this is kind of a scary, atmospheric one from Inkspell by Cornelia Funk. And it goes, "It's the dead. They bring bad dreams," Frid always said. "They whisper terrible things to you, and then they lie on your breast to feel your racing heart. It makes them feel alive again." Thanks for watching. Remember, words matter.